everyone. This is Mona Magic, and you're looking at the first episode of many to come. Today's topic is monamagic.com, and I'll be talking about my site, where it's come from, where it is, and where I'm taking it. This site that you're looking at the moment, this visual that you're looking at, is the current site that I updated in 2012 of January. What you may not know is that I've been on the internet of Mona Magic since 1998, and I had that first site as just a one-page document, and it was on a subdomain. Then I went over to my own domain, which consisted of 5 pages, to the one that I kept for the longest, which had about 268 pages, to the one you currently see. Over the years, I've had lots of people ask me questions about who I am and, where I've come from and what I do and what my spirituality is and what type of magic I practice. I get that. That's the biggest question. If you click down there, you'll see exactly what the FAQ says and what I've actually volunteered to put in there. As you guys know, um, I enjoy being secretive. That's just me. The endorsements that I've got there are authentic endorsements, and these endorsements are endorsements that you can actually trace back to the contributor, because what I believe in is putting authentic information and not something fraudulent or bogus, whereas you cannot trace it. So you can see legitimate, these are real people. All the labels that I have, all the topics for the menus have been well thought out. I've put them there strategically because there's a lot of information that needs to go underneath there, because I wanted to make everything very fluent. I wanted your experience to be very comfortable, whereas that you can find something and that it's something that you would spend more time gathering that information to learn, rather than having to see a whole spaghetti full of information to search through. So hopefully you'll find everything that I've done quite easy. Over the years, I've actually put together 1,200 articles, and because of that information and how I put it, I had two dissertation papers done by students who have gone for their master's degrees, to people wanting to do college papers and just collect information of what I do. I have the services, I've got the courses that I'll elaborate on media, events, and the resources, as well as we go through the video. Now, the stuff that I do have, I put all my information together. It's always about you, it's always about the message, it's always about what you can learn. It's always about how I concise everything back to you to empower yourself to walk away with it, because there's so much information out there that I don't want to tell you what to do, just give you the keys to go where you want to go. Where you land is up to you, but at least I've given you the information for you to actually take through and follow through wherever you want to do in life. The topics that I do have, and well, everything that I do have, can be translated into 37 different languages. For a while back, I was using some translators back in France, Hong Kong, and Germany, as well as America. And the problem that I ran across was they couldn't keep up with the actual amount of articles and the content that I had. And there was also, too, a matter of the translation here and there that really wasn't always the best. So I decided to just go, search engine type of thing, and just use the Google effect, as I call it. And you can go through my site and translate it, like I mentioned, into 37 different languages. I have to tell you, though, that when you do that, it may not be grammatically correct, because it is a computer generated engine that's doing it, but at least you'll be able to look at it in your native tongue. And the other tab that I do have is a Twitter tab, and if you click on that Twitter tab, of course you'll get the tweets that I do have out there, because I have quite a following with Twitter as well. But if you do search for me on the internet, you'll always know that Mona Magic is, my name, and everything is branded as Mona Magic. I did decide a long time ago that I wasn't going to try to make up names here and there, because it's about consistency and constants, a constant stream that I rather go with than anything else. I try to make sure I aim to make sure to appease everyone as much as possible, because, as you know, unlike a storefront, you go to a certain neighborhood and that's your ghetto or that's your area, whereas the internet is very hard, because you're just about everywhere, and it's about the content and who finds you. So you have to be very diverse. all the artwork that I do, I've done, and a lot of times I go into my artwork spiritually, and I, sometimes come up with the artwork first, and then the actual copy, or the copy and then the artwork. But I distribute everything that I do throughout all of the social media networks, and there's dozens and dozens that I am affiliated with that I don't have listed here, but I just put the actual major ones up there. And many times I don't cross reference them because the audience doesn't have anything to do with the other audience, and usually they have a different special interest in what I have to say rather than everything I have to say. The quotes that I do, and many of you know that I'm infamous for my quotes, my dark humor, and my directness. If I put something up there, it is me. I haven't copied anything. I am not a fan, because I am an artist. I'm not a fan of uh, copying anyone. I like to be original. But if I do use someone's quote or anything, I will give credit back to them. All of you know that I am a seer. I have been providing readings for over 30 plus years, and I do offer on Thursdays something called the Oracle Night. Well, that's what I call the show. You can catch that on 10 o'clock every Thursday, Eastern Standard Time, usually on Blog Talk Radio. And you can submit a question, one question only, and I will give you a sample reading. If you click on this link, it'll go to a page that will ask you for your name, your email address, your topic, and your question. I do have to warn you all, because many people, sometimes may not hear, but if you do click on this link, just know that this is a sample question, and your question will be publicized. Your email will not be publicized. And if you do ask me more than one question, feel free to do that. I'll only pick one, because the instructions, it says one question, and I will answer that. And if you like that question, I do have your email address, and I will always, refer back to that and ask you if you'd like a more detailed reading. So that's how that works. The courses I'll elaborate in another episode, but because I am preparing to uh, really circulate that information out, I'm working with someone who is well known in their field, and really collaborating with putting some courses on throughout the world. The media section, and where I have the actual podcast, everyone may, have heard of me and some of the podcasts that I've done. I've done about 368 podcasts so far, and about 25 of them have not been publicized for one reason or another. In the very beginning, I've mentioned that I was not going to edit any of the podcasts, and that if any of them, the reception or something like that didn't work, whatever, just do the podcast again. There's a method to the madness in what I do. I'm very strategic, and I will make sure that all of the podcasts that I do from here on, and as well as any other media that I do, is of superb quality that goes out to everyone. Because no doubt every single guest that I have has been of the best caliber. And sometimes, for whatever reason or another, the actual technology hasn't worked, but oh well, that's technology for you. So that will change in the very near future, and as we speak, as a matter of fact, because I am doing something behind scenes, and in fact quite a bit. So please do stay tuned for the following episode of this, which should be out shortly. The resources section I have here has a wealth of information for just about anybody, from novice to people who just want to joke around, to seriousness of people who really want to look at some information and collect and just research, or just validate, or you forgot something, or you just want to look at some occult stuff. It's there. The actual download section I would recommend for many people to go to, because this is one of the very few sections here that it's not my written material. I have not written anything in this download section here. These are people and authors of past, of old school stuff that's out there that you can actually download, that I'm quite sure you can find most of it on the internet. And I've even checked that some of it you cannot find on the internet anymore, because it's been taken down for whatever reason or another. If you feel for whatever reason that there's something that should be taken down because it's illegal, because I did just scoop up a lot of my own personal stuff up there and put on the internet, just let me know and I'll gladly take it down. First, I'll do the research to make sure, and then I'll just take it down so not to worry. Or if you would like to contribute to this section here, feel free, and I'll be more than happy to upload it for you. Now, with this, I have traveled a lot to spread what I do. I figured that when I did have my domain name that it didn't make any sense to have a virtual everything. So I wanted to get out there and start meeting people. I've actually done things for very large corporations to expose to, traveling all over the world from all of America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. So I do enjoy getting out there and collaborating with people and collecting information. I've spoken to a lot of people and I've condensed a lot of information that I have in this area here, the resources section, that has a lot of old school stuff, such as dressing your candle to the planetary and the hourly correspondences and the moon cycles to dream interpretations to demonic and angelic representations and interpretations and things like that, everything that you could possibly want to know, including, little things like even putting together your own natal chart and just lots of fun things for you just to really explore. So do check out that resource section, which has plenty and all for everyone. I understand that, lots of people are looking for hardcore stuff out there, but the bottom line is that you're not going to get what you want by reading a lot of books. Some of it is inside you. Some of it is, let's say, brought out, and a lot of it is just rhetorical stuff that you're just going to read and just become a walking encyclopedia. I hope that most of you don't become walking encyclopedias. I've seen that a lot, but maybe that's your calling, and that's respected because many people may refer to you for information, so that's a good thing as well. I have a registration area here, and the registration area I will re-elaborate on to differentiate the information that I do have here because I did have at some point in 2004 up until 2007 a membership section where I helped people and assisted people with various spells and the rituals and coached them along the way of what they do. And I closed it down because it took too much time, and really I was spending more time doing that than anything. So I've moved on to other things and will be really branching out into other areas, mainly media. And with media, I'll be offering videos. The videos that I have, I've put up a few, or I've actually recorded a few, and I'm editing more to provide to everyone as well as courses. So that sums up a little bit about what I have done, what I will be doing, and just to stay tuned to the next episode. Until we connect again, stay empowered. This is Mona Magick. Take care for now.